To sport now, and they may be out of the FA Cup, but Swindon Town manager Paolo Di Canio says they have a great chance of winning the league.
He's hoping to sign a couple of players with the money earned from their cup run, and tomorrow night they return to league action with a crucial game against Southend.
They won't be winning the FA Cup this year, but the Swindon trophy cabinet might yet include the League Two silverware. Leicester brought their courageous cup run to an end, but tomorrow's game with second-place Southend is far more important to the players.
Winning the FA Cup was not really going to happen, but the league, realistically, is something we can win and gain promotion. You know, everyone here wants to play as high as they can, and you know, the first step is to get out of this league and get into League One and then test ourselves there.
Swindon's cup run has made the club over £100,000, and it's made the difference in terms of signing new players in January.
There is a thing called a wage cap that operates in League Two, where a percentage of your revenue, no more than 55%, can be spent on players. During the course of the season, you can have a thing called football fortune, which is the likes of FA Cup success, and so that helps give us a little more headroom in terms of manoeuvrability for bringing in players. And so yes, it has helped Paolo.
Swindon have already beaten Southend twice this year. A third time will put them into the automatic promotion places, with the manager convinced they can win the league outright.
I really believe that we can finish first, top. Obviously, finish third would be good anyway. You know what I mean? I believe if we finish playoff, we are going to try to give everything and win by playoff and go up anyway. But I really believe that we can win the league. Win for me is to go up.
And a good result tomorrow would take them a step closer. Alistair Durden, BBC Points West.
Football, Swindon will be moved into the automatic promotion places in League Two if they beat Southend tonight. Swindon are currently in 6th place after winning their last 4 league games, while Southend are in 2nd. Kick-off is tonight at 7:45.
In the Championship, the leaders West Ham behind at Ipswich, and in League Two, Swindon heading into the top 3 as things stand after that early goal against Southend. Right, let's hear about that early goal in the League Two game tonight. The big match at Roots Hall. Southend looking to go top of the table, but behind. Kevin Watson could tell us about the goal.
Yeah, they certainly are. The Robins took the lead here not so long ago. It was great play from Ronan Murray on the left-hand side. He cut inside, good curling effort. It hits the post. Glenn Morris was beaten all ends up. Comes back out to the edge of the box, finds Matt Ritchie all alone. Terrific strike. This time Morris was beaten, and it's 1-0 Swindon.
As well as 5 games in the Premier League this evening, some important matches in the Football League as well. And as you can see, Swindon have gone 2-0 up at Southend. Let's hear about it from Kevin Watson.
Yeah, it's been a real great start from Swindon, Jules. This time a short corner on the right-hand side. It was well worked between Matt Ritchie and Paul Caddis. Caddis slides it back to Ritchie. It's a deep cross to the back post. Jonathan Smith's there standing on his own. He smashes it home. 2-0 Swindon. Real great start for them.
His first away goal for the club. Swindon have already beaten Southend twice this season and went on their way to making that 3. And as you can see, Southend back in the game at the top of League Two. They've pulled one back against Swindon. Kevin Watson can tell us about it.
Yeah, they're back in it, Jules. Really good play down the right-hand side by Sean Clohessy. Good cross into the box. Swindon can only head it out about 25 yards. John Paul Kalala races onto it. It's terrific technique. What beats West Fotheringham all ends up with a great half volley. 2-1.
It's his first goal in over 2 years, would you believe, as well. But it's got Southend, who could go top with a win tonight, right back into that game with Swindon. And now it's 3-1 at Roots Hall. Swindon reopen a 2-goal advantage. Kevin Watson.
Yeah, the 2-goal lead restored, Jules. It was a great corner from the right-hand side. Matt Ritchie with that trusty left foot again, deep to the back post, and I think Joe De Vera's come in, powered a header home, no more than they deserved. They've been excellent. 3-1 Swindon.
His first goal for the club as well, and 2-goal advantage restored as they look for a 5th league win in a row. Swindon going so well under Paolo Di Canio, of course, knocked out of the FA Cup by Leicester at the weekend, but going well this evening. OK, to the game in League Two, where Swindon led by 3-1 against Southend. There's been a 5th goal in this game. Which way, Kevin Watson?
Yeah, it's gone to Swindon now, 4-1. It's been all Southend since the break, but Swindon have extended their lead. Callum Kennedy, terrific crossfield ball to Matt Ritchie. He shot well saved by Glenn Morris, but he can only parry it out to the sub, Billy Bowden, who's there on hand to put it in. 4-1 Swindon.
First goal for Swindon. Southend struggled at the weekend. They lost to 10-man Shrewsbury, who played with a man down for about an hour of the game, and they are 4-1 down at home. Paul Sturrock's side struggling this evening. One game in League Two, and what a result for Swindon as well. Southend would have gone top with a win tonight, but they've been comprehensively beaten by a Swindon side who move up into the automatic promotion paces with them. Matt Ritchie got the first, his 10th of the season. Jonathan Smith, with his first away goal for Di Canio's men, made it 2-0. JP Kalala pulled one back before half-time for Southend, but further goals from Joe De Vera and Billy Bowden wrapped up a 5th league win in a row for Swindon Town.
Swindon beat Southend 4-1 at Roots Hall to move above their opponents and into second spots in League Two. They quickly moved into a 2-0 lead. First, Ronan Murray saw his shot hit the post before Matt Ritchie was there with the follow-up to score his 10th of the season. Jonathan Smith made it 2 after a quarter of an hour. He also scored against Southend in the reverse fixture, which Swindon won last September. Southend pulled a goal back through Jean-Paul Kalala, his first goal in over 2 years. But Swindon restored their 2-goal advantage before the break. Ritchie's corner setting up Joe De Vera for the header. And then Swindon made sure of the points. And their 3rd win over Southend this season when Billy Bowden scored their 4th 10 minutes after the restart.
On the field, Swindon Town keep the headlines coming. Out of the cup, but storming up the league. Last night's 4-1 win over promotion rivals Southend has moved them up to 2nd in the table. No sign of an FA Cup hangover for Paolo Di Canio's side. Having won their last 4 league games, they were bursting with confidence. None more so than Matt Ritchie. Bournemouth tried to sign him yesterday, but got about as close as the Southend defenders did last night. 10 goals for him now. A second soon followed. Ritchie involved again before Jonathan Smith turned the ball in. Southend briefly halted the Swindon charge with a strike of their own. But it wasn't long before the visitors had conjured a third, inevitably from Ritchie's corner and Joe De Vera with the finish. Billy Bowden was another player who could have left on deadline day. The son of former Swindon legend Paul Bowden netted his first goal for the club. So Swindon are up to 2nd, and many of their rivals still have to come to the county ground. The fans have every reason to be optimistic.
Swindon Town have moved up to 2nd place in League Two after their 4-1 win over promotion rivals Southend United last night. Matt Ritchie put Town ahead at Roots Hall, and they scored 3 more goals to move to within 3 points of the leaders Cheltenham Town at the top of the table.
Well, a look at the table shows just how well our teams are doing. Cheltenham were tipped for relegation at the start of the season, but are firmly on course for promotion instead. And Paolo Di Canio's revolution at Swindon is gathering pace as well, with the Wiltshire side on target for an instant return to League One.
In League Two, Paolo Di Canio's informed Swindon travel to 2nd place Southend, looking for a 5th league win in a row. The Shrimpers had top spot in their sights, but they were trailing here inside 10 minutes. When Ronan Murray's shot ricocheted back off the upright, Matt Ritchie was well placed to score from the rebound. 1-0 to Swindon. It was his 10th goal of the season in all competitions. And on 16 minutes, the Robins doubled their advantage. Southend failed to clear a corner, and Jonathan Smith got his first away goal of the campaign from close in. United were fighting for a foothold and nearly responded from a set piece. Liam Dickinson's effort whistled just past the post. And on 34 minutes, they did pull a goal back. Jean-Paul Kalala's shot deflected off the post to beat Wes Fotheringham in the Swindon goal. But just 3 minutes later, Di Canio's team were on target again. Joe De Vera with a header to restore their 2-goal cushion. Paul Sturrock's half-time team talk rallied the home side, and Jake Simpson came close to reducing the deficit soon after the break. But Southend had already lost twice to Swindon this season in League and Cup, and looked set for a 3rd defeat when Billy Bowden came off the bench to score. Swindon now above Southend into second.
You know, at the end of the day, I think the players should be apologising to the fans, not me. But on behalf of the players, I would like to apologise to them. They got shortchanged tonight. You know, we weren't at the races as far as the standards that we've achieved lately. You know, and at the end of the day, we got exactly what we deserved from a very good team.